Are you looking for the best digital pens? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best pens on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. JamJake Palm Rejection Stylus. The JamJake Palm Rejection Stylus is a slightly less sophisticated version of the Apple Pencil, but it offers way more bang for your buck. It looks and feels a lot like the pencil, though it's thicker, heavier, and has a charging port at the top. You have to tap the top to turn it on, whereas the iPad automatically recognizes the Apple version whenever it's paired. Like the Apple, it feels much like holding a regular pencil, and its palm rejection technology allows you to rest your hand on the screen. You're free to write and draw like you can with crayons in art class, just with an infinite palette of colors, no mess, and cloud storage. The main differences between the two are charging methods and pressure sensitivity. That and JamJake recommends getting a glass screen protector for your iPad. It does feel heavy and clunky enough to break your screen. You simply attach the pencil to the iPad's magnetic strip to charge it, whereas the JamJake requires a USB cord. Also, charging takes longer than the pencil, about an hour and a half. The pencil's pressure sensitivity feature is certainly cool, and it makes a big difference to hardcore artists since it lets you vary the strength of your lines as you draw them. Yet, it's a jump in price to get those two features. If you don't need them, the JamJake is an excellent option. At number 2. Rocketbook Smart Reusable Notebook. Of the digital pens we tested, the reusable Rocketbook Smart Reusable Notebook is one of the few that saves resources. The notebook is made of white clean plastic paper, and the app works with a phone you likely already own. The low-tech pen is durable, easy to hold, inexpensive to replace, and has a functional eraser. It feels like a thin-tipped Sharpie sliding over plastic, and you can get an array of colors and sizes for art projects. After you've made your masterpiece, you just scan it page by page. The app cuts out any background. Shortcuts let you quickly send your creation to the cloud or email of your choice. Rocketbook also sells beacon tiles that let you scan a whiteboard brainstorm to the app. You can share these with colleagues in near real time. Don't get us wrong, adults can appreciate the many advantages of the Rocketbook. Yet, its indestructible nature, reusable pages, and lack of accurate text transcription seem to make this model more suitable for kiddos. The surface takes 15 seconds or so to dry, so it's easy to make a mess as you go. That eraser is key. When you really want to wipe the slate clean, though, you'll need help from a damp cloth. If you leave writing on the notebook pages for over a month, the ink may stain. If you aren't looking to transfer your words into text often and don't mind the whiteboard vibe, the Rocketbook is a fun, creative, and affordable way to lift your work from the page to the cloud. At number 3. MEKO Universal. The MEKO Universal is the only passive stylus in this review, meaning that it doesn't communicate with your touchscreen device to enable features like palm rejection or pressure sensitivity. It simply replaces your finger, which helps keep your screen clean. We appreciate that it packs in the value. You get 2 double-ended pens, which each have a disc, a mesh nib tip, and 6 nib replacements. Both nibs work well enough, though we don't love discs. The mesh tip provides a nice balance of friction and glide to give you plenty of control over your line. The stylus itself is well balanced and comfortable to hold, like a compact pen. As a universal stylus, it works on all capacitive touchscreens, making it a handy tool to have around for everything from navigating your smartphone to jotting down a to-do list on your tablet. Disc nibs consist of a very fine-tipped nib surrounded by a clear disc to distribute pressure. Since they let you see exactly where the nib is, they can be nice for detailed work. We find that it takes time to ignore the circumference of the transparent disc, though. And that defeats the purpose. They are also slippery. Still, the MEKO is fairly accurate, but since you can't write with it while resting your palm against the screen, we find it hard to do so neatly. And the effort tires our hands. What we love about this stylus is how many options it gives you. It worked well on all of our touchscreen devices and is a solid, inexpensive option for yours. At number 4. Adonit Note Plus. If you want a Bluetooth-enabled stylus that feels as smooth as your favorite pen, consider the Adonit Note Plus. It has many of the same functions as the Apple Pencil and JamJake, but its compressible nib tip is more pleasant against the screen. It offers nearly flawless palm rejection and provides pressure and tilt sensitivity in a number of art-focused apps. It also works well with Apple's Scribble program, letting you write in nearly any text field on your screen. We wish the pressure and tilt sensitivity were compatible with a wider number of apps and that they included the Adobe suite. The two shortcut buttons, which enable you to perform common commands like undo with a quick touch, are easy to press accidentally. Also, this model requires you to plug it in to charge, an aspect that only feels clunky once you get used to the seamless magnetic charging port of the Apple Pencil. Still, if you hesitate to press a rigid stylus against your iPad screen, this is a great option to consider.